Hello everyone and welcome back to my Bold and Beautiful 29 YouTube channel. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Before we start, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Bill will have an ice-cold response to Luna after Finn and Steffy face an unwelcome surprise. First, the ploy will be over for Sheila when it comes to her secret relationship with Luna. Cleric will find out about it and complain since Sheila has been relating with her granddaughter against his wishes. Sheila will assure Deacon that she's seen the light when it comes to Luna. After Sheila suggests that maybe Luna hasn't really changed, she may admit she pushed Luna to leave Los Angeles. That'll be good news as far as Deacon's concerned, but he'll face another shocking disclosure laterally that leaves him unsettled. Sheila may admit that Luna mentioned wanting to get relief of Steffy and leave Deacon bothered she just might go through with it. Sheila will give Poppy updates on Luna unraveling, so we'll see if they join forces to help her from hurting Steffy. Although Luna will pay another Precipice House visit and try to change Steffy's mind about her, she'll just rankle Steffy indeed more. Finn and Steffy clearly wouldn't respond well to Luna's surprise appearance, so she'll be thrown out soon enough. Luna will buy an armament to use as part of her Steffy vengeance plot laterally, so she'll really pull out all the stops to go after her adversary. After Luna's scheme escalates, she'll supposedly turn to Bill for support. Luna will turn on the charm and anticipate to be suitable to manipulate Bill again, but she may be in for a rude awakening. Luna will face a stunner once she seeks Bill out, so he may have an ice-cold response. Like Sheila, Bill may suppose it's stylish if Luna leaves LA and no way looks back. Still, you can go. Bill will fully turn against her if Luna goes through with targeting Steffy. Luna may soon find that she has nothing and no bone left to cleave to, so that could make her mindset indeed more dangerous. At Forrester Creations, Ridge will accidentally walk in on Will and Elektra make-out session. Once they all get past the awkwardness, Ridge will hear about Elektra's recent battle with Luna and most likely advise her to be careful. T's not a good idea to poke the bear when it comes to Luna, so Ridge may want Elektra to flash back that Luna Mama Poppy and Grandma Sheila could form an doubtful alliance in the name of their loved one. Luna is hanging her stepmom, Steffy, and no bone wants to see Luna back in captivity for murder. Can Sheila and Poppy help Luna from making a huge mistake? Sheila is upset about Luna doing commodity stupid, just like she used to do. Sheila knows better than anyone how tempted Luna is to exact vengeance on her adversaries. Sheila has wasted much of her life revenging against those she thinks wronged her, and she understands Luna's demented way of thinking. Can Sheila stop Luna before she strikes again? We can tell you that Luna goes to the Precipice House and causes chaos. Steffy orders Luna to leave, and her hubby and Luna's pater. Finn supports Steffy. Steffy threatens a restraining order against Luna, and this causes the youthful woman to double down on her sweats to get relief of her step-monster. Sheila addresses to her hubby Cleric about Luna. She admits that they've been meeting up behind his reverse but says that Luna needs to be gone from LA. Next, turns to Poppy for support. Sheila tells Poppy about Luna's crazed plan, but will the mama indeed watch? She has disowned her murderous son and told her she wants nothing to do with her. Still, Poppy is Luna's mama, and she raised her. Perhaps she feels a sense of guilt about how Luna turned out? It could be that Poppy tries to do right by Luna indeed, though she'd like to forget about her. Tell us, BNB suckers, do you see Poppy and Sheila teaming up to neutralize Luna's attempt on Steffy's life? If two strong women come together to fight Luna, she may have a change of mind, or not. Brooke and Hope talking in Hope's cabin on her mama's property. Where do effects stand now between you and Carter, asks Brooke. Does Hope know the answer to that question? The fact that he kissed Daphne has to have rocked Hope to her core. Can she really trust him? Ridge and Eric are at Forrester Creations. Eric tells his son, the old Carter is still in there, as he points at Carter while all three are talking in the CEO office, the same room that used to be Eric's office. Carter looks shamefaced. I detest that it came to this, Carter tells both men. Does Carter detest it enough to give back control of their family company? The action also switches to Bill's manse. After hearing from Finn that Luna, who's his son, isn't in captivity but is rather serving house arrest at Bill's, Steffy has arrived to defy the youthful woman who abducted her and boggled two men. Bill is there, and Steffy can't believe what she's hail. You cannot be serious, Bill. He answers her snappily, I am. Bill is standing by Luna's side, showing her all the support he can muster. Seeing the way Bill is siding with Luna enrages Steffy. She exclaims, this lunatic tried to kill me. Lee confronts Poppy in her office, and she's furious. You went after my son, yells an irate Lee, getting in her family's face. In a shocking move, the croaker also legs Poppy to the wall with her hand on her throat and tries to strangle her. Will anyone be suitable to stop her? Hope told Carter to get Daphne to be a part of the scent launch by any means necessary. I don't suppose she had this in mind. In a way, I feel like given how numerous times men in her life have let her down, it's not exactly surprising, but it's still disappointing. And it clearly wasn't what she anticipated to see when she opened the office door. She didn't originally come out of the gate swinging. She kind of wanted to see if he'd enjoy up to it, see what he was willing to admit for himself before she goes by their ordnance blazing, telling him what she saw. She was giving him the occasion to do the right thing. But it did feel a little bit like ruse, where she was trying to get him to confess. And while he may have admitted to the kiss, was it really the full story? I also don't know how important Carter is sure of what he's feeling, so it's hard because I suppose he's veritably important disaccorded about his feelings. He was presumably in between a gemstone and a hard place with how much he should reveal to Hope in that moment. Oh, it surely trips up Hope's faith and confidence in them as a platoon and him as a mate, both romantically and in business. I suppose she really believed that he'd have her back, and now, his conduct are speaking a little louder than his words, sorely. And so I suppose clearly did what Steffy intended to do, which is that this impenetrable kind of bond or alliance that they had. Now there are splits in the armor that are starting to get through. I surely suppose it putrefied Hope's plans a bit. It's not as smooth sailing as she allowed it would be. It's veritably intriguing, because Daphne has a character for being infectious, that men and women are attracted to her, and I indeed suppose we might have seen a little bit of Hope fangirling over her, as well. So Hope is surely disillusioned in the sense that she supported for Daphne, she wanted to mate with her, she believed in her and was a cheerleader for her. I mean, she was one of her biggest suckers, really, as we saw, and I suppose it's more hurtful that someone she looked up to and tried to support would go and do that to her. She's surely hurt by it, and she's facing a treason not only from Carter, someone who swore to her that she could depend on him, that he'd have her back, but also by a woman who she really respected as an icon within the incense and fashion world. And unfortunately, that infectious charm of hers has hit a little too close to home for Hope's relish. She knows that Steffy is over to commodity, but I don't know if she's connected those blotches relatively yet. I suppose there's a lot, relatively honestly, that Hope has blinders onto. She seems to be veritably in her little Delulu world, you know? I don't want to say that she's power tripping, but I do suppose she's a little less out of touch with what other people are going through and what they're feeling right now. I suppose that's also because a small part of her does know, she just doesn't want to defy it. She doesn't want to defy that other reality or that possibility, so she's kind of digging her heels into the denial because she's not ready yet to intrude her perception with reality. So, to circle back to Steffy, she surely doesn't trust Steffy and she knows she's up to commodity. I just don't know if she's really made that connection relatively yet, but that's because I suppose she's just fighting for her life with trying to hang on to her vision a little bit. It's a different side of Hope than we're used to seeing, and I suppose so numerous times of just one thing after another that have erected up to kind of bring her to this place where she's being careless in the islands that she's burning in order to try to secure some kind of grasp of power, in a way, to cover herself. Really, to me it feels like she's been coming from the guard in the history, and now this obnoxious position she's taking just feels like times and times of diminishment and treason. She's eventually had enough. I suppose that she's a bit broken. I suppose she's going about effects in ways that I don't suppose Hope would have approved of in the history. I just take what they throw at me and I do the stylish I can to bring verity to it. I hope that this leads to some kind of reckoning. I'm hoping for her to understand, perhaps, that how she's gone about it wasn't the stylish. I also hope she eventually finds some kind of commission. I would love perhaps one day, if she's had enough of that poisonous terrain, to go off on her own and make her own company and spread her own bodies. I'm really interested to see what comes of it, and we've some veritably instigative effects coming up. There are enough cataclysmic effects coming around the bend, and I suppose there's going to be a big wake-up call for hope.